All right, guys, I'm officially leaving Miami after living here for about 6 months in my dream apartment on the 40th floor, and I'm gonna tell you guys exactly why, and yeah, let's get right into it. So pretty much I think a lot of young entrepreneurs kind of fell into the hype of Miami and how it's like this crazy, insane place, and if you're not in Miami, you're missing out, and you should be making all this money if you move to Miami. And for me, it was just quite the opposite. I feel like I was more distracted here and just more stuff to take me away from making money, rather than the hype was like, you're gonna be making all this money when you get down here, all these connections. And realistically, for me, connections really don't really help me make money. I mean, I'm kind of building my own businesses. So online, I can make the same amount of connections, if not more. And it just wasn't really needed for me because I don't really go out to clubs, I don't go to bars. I'm more of a, I guess, introverted type of person, so I stick to myself the majority of the time. So that really wasn't helpful for me at all. So that's one of the reasons I'm leaving. The main reason that I'm actually really leaving is I've been having a lot of medical issues. I got diagnosed with something called Crohn's disease recently, and I've been in and out of the hospital for the past month and a half, and that's been really kind of, I don't know about scary, but just I've been really not, kind of uncertain with the future, we could say, and don't know what's all going to be happening the next couple months. So moving back to my hometown near my family just makes more sense right now, just for now. Definitely not permanently, but I think that's kind of the plan. Another reason that I also think about leaving, I already talked about this before, but it's just the apartment lifestyle. Before I lived in here, I had a house that I was living in that wasn't like connected to anybody, and I was able to play music, blast music in the house. I had like a little backyard. I had a lot more room. It just was nicer. And I moved to an apartment, downgraded in size, and I upgraded view. Obviously, this is a lot nicer of a view, and I got a balcony and stuff now. But like, I think just having a yard and just having like more space, it's just worth it for me at least. And something that big here is going to be like $8,000 to $10,000 a month to rent, whereas I can go back home for like $3,000 to $4,000 a month. I can get a very nice house with a very big backyard. I could even find places with swimming pools in the backyard, and here I'm sharing a pool if I want to go to the pool at all. And it's just another reason that's just kind of overhyped. Another reason that I'm leaving is more to do with the apartment lifestyle. Getting in and out of the elevator is just super annoying. Every single day that I'm leaving my house, having to go down an elevator, having to wait to fucking 5 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes just to get to my car. It just discourages you from even leaving the house. It's like a fucking chore just to leave your house, and I don't like that. Also, driving your car here, the traffic's so bad. I drive a McLaren 570S, and that's the car that I bought myself about 7-8 months ago. And since moving down here, I've hardly even driven it. I'm just wasting money on a car payment that I don't even drive. It just sits in the garage because there's nowhere to drive it unless you go take it out to the interstate or Fort Lauderdale or something like that. There's no real place to drive it, and there's no point. And also tickets. Every time I drive this car, I'm getting tons of tickets. I got 5 tickets. The last time that I drove a car, I got 5 tickets for one stop, and I was going 20 miles an hour. They got me for endangering, they hit me for everything pretty much. Straight bullshit, so I'm fighting all these. But I've gotten 8 tickets since I've lived down here, and I've driven the car maybe 10 to 15 times, and I've gotten 8 tickets. So anytime I drive my car, the cops are pulling you over, giving you tickets, loud exhaust, too dark of tint, it literally just coming up with shit. They said I was speeding 20 miles an hour, and I think it was like a 20 mile an hour zone, or I might have been going 25. I don't know. I was going maybe a few miles an hour over. Got it all on dash cam. Anyways, completely don't want to drive my car here anymore, because literally the past 2 times, especially in Brickell, the past 2 times, every single one of those tickets were in Brickell. I've been to Brickell 2 times in the past 4 months in my car, got tickets both times I went down there. Got 2 the first time, and got 4 or 5 the next time. So anyways, that's another reason that I don't really want to live in Miami. What's something else? Traffic too. That's the same with the car. It's just, if you want to go anywhere, you're waiting in traffic, and it's just like even 2 or 3 miles, and it's like standstill traffic. So it's like what should be a 5-minute drive turns into a 50-minute drive very quickly. What else? Homeless people. There's fucking homeless people wandering around every single corner on this street. So my girlfriend, I don't feel safe with her walking around here. There's on Life 360, it updates you with like what's going on in the area. There's shootings, stabbings, all kinds of shit. So if you have like a girlfriend and stuff here, it's not good. What else? If you have pets, I have pets here. The pets, like there's nowhere for them to go. The dog park that's like the closest to us is like nice. It's all the way at Bayfront Park, and it's like a good 20, 25-minute walk, maybe 20-minute walk if you're walking fast. If you want to walk down there, and like I said, my girlfriend, I don't want her walking all the way down there with the dogs. Back home, we'll have a backyard, open the door, the dogs can be in the backyard half the day, running around, playing, getting some sun. In the apartment, they're just laying around. They look kind of sad most of the time. It's just not a lifestyle for if you have a pet. Unless you're like able to genuinely like spend half the day catering to your pet. But for me, trying to run a business, trying to build stuff, I just don't have time to genuinely pay attention to my dogs all day long. And my girlfriend works, so it's like having a backyard that I can let them out and play in and be out, and you know, it'll be a whole lot better. What else? I guess just like the LARPing lifestyle too. It's just, I feel like everybody here is just low-key faking it or trying to be something that they're not. And I low-key feel the same way. Like I feel like I don't deserve to be out here yet. I feel like I'm maybe jumped the gun a little bit too soon. I don't know. I think it'd be cool to have a place out here like part-time, but like living here full-time, unless you're making like $100K a month, is genuinely just like not really worth it, because you're gonna be blowing through so much money. I'm paying $5K a month for this apartment, $1,700 a month for my car and insurance. Parking here is $500 a month. Like, dude, it just starts adding up. Dinners anywhere were minimum $100 for me and my girlfriend to go for not even a nice place. A nice place is gonna be a couple $100. Drinks, if you go anywhere, $18 a drink. It's just, everything is inflated. Parking, anytime you park, you have to pay for it anywhere you go. There's not like free parking anywhere. Fucking dude, it just keeps going on. There's like so many reasons why I don't like Miami. But like, there's also a lot of good. I mean, the view's insane, the city's insane. Being around all the wealth is also pretty cool. Like seeing it, it's give and take. You know, like I think it's inspiring. I just wish I would have got an Airbnb down here instead of actually moving down here. Like I should have came down here for like 3 or 4 months with an Airbnb. Would have saved a ton of money instead of actually renting a place. Now I got to pay to break out of my lease, which is going to be about $10,000. And yeah, so that's kind of my review of Miami. Oh, Miami, let's talk about Miami Beach. Miami Beach is cool, but the whole time that I've lived here, there's been seaweed covering the whole beach for the past 5 months. Anytime that I've gone to the beach, it looks disgusting, it smells disgusting. It is literally just brown water. And then if you swim out maybe past where the waves break, it's a little bit nicer, but I don't want to swim out 100 feet out into the water every time I want to go, you know, to the beach. Yeah, but I do love Miami Beach. I ride my bike a lot around down there, so that's pretty cool. Key Biscayne's pretty cool. Riding out there is pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of cool spots in Miami, so I definitely would see myself coming back out here and maybe staying for a little bit, but not for the next probably year or so. I'll probably do a lot more traveling before I come back to Miami, but there's a lot of cool places here. Brickell's cool, like, you know, but I think once you've experienced it and lived through it and been there and done that, it's not as exciting as it used to be for me, and it's just not the fulfilling type of shit that I want. So yeah, that's my plan. My plan is to break this lease, get me at least a 4-bedroom house. I'm gonna have an office now. Instead of my office being over here to the corner, I'm gonna have a recording room, a filming room, you know what I mean? Recording and filming, an office, which are 2 separate rooms, and then I'm gonna have a guest bedroom, so if somebody needs to stay with me, I got a guest bedroom, and then I'm gonna have a way bigger bedroom. I'm gonna be my bedroom. I have like a queen size bed because my bedroom's so small here. I'm gonna be able to fit my king size bed back in there. My living room's gonna be way bigger. It's just, everything's gonna be bigger. I'm gonna have a garage. I have jet skis back home. I'm gonna be buying a truck. It just makes way more sense to move back home. But that's my review of Miami. I'm living here for almost 6 months now, full time. I am gonna miss this place because I know I talked a lot of shit about it, but I do like sitting here and working and the view, and there's a lot of cool places here and a lot of nice restaurants, and it's fun. I did enjoy it while I was here, but I think realistically, my hometown, I live on a beach. I live on a way nicer beach than Miami Beach, way nicer. way friendlier people, way less traffic. It's gonna be better for me. So that's why I'm leaving Miami. That's my review of Miami. Maybe this helped you if you were planning on moving here, or maybe this made you want to move here. I don't know. But I would say if you're gonna move here, get a house, and maybe outside of Miami, and you can drive into Miami if you want to. Or I'd say maybe live on Miami Beach if you want to be more in the beachy part of town, because I live in the middle of downtown and it's kind of ghetto. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's kind of janky. But I'll just kind of show you guys. Like, it just looks trashy, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, as you get over on that side, it's a little bit nicer, and then this part of downtown that way a little bit is a little bit nicer. But yeah, that's my review.